Let's do this, kids. Let's do this, kids. Let's do this, kids. So we had the market going up yesterday, going down yesterday after the shock inflation announcement, 7.5% inflation. That is appalling. 7.5% inflation is appalling. Then the market recovered, and then the market came down again. So today we're going to look at why the market came down again, because if the market came down again, maybe there is something to worry about. Maybe not. That's what we're going to talk about today. Also today, we are giving away NFTs on the show. We've got, how many NFTs are we giving away on the show, Freddy? So we're giving away 2 NFTs, but we're not going to give them away live. We're going to give one of them away live because otherwise everyone complains that only the live viewers get it. Anyone that's watching the stream can get the NFT. It's going to be a big show, and then you can call in and we can banter. It's my best show of the week. Speaking to the community is my best show of the week. So let's do this. Let's get this show, this Friday show, on the road. Yo, Banter fam, welcome back. I'm Crypto Man Ran. For those of you who are new to the channel, subscribe to our channel, like this video, get this video out there, join the community. This is the best community to be a part of. Today, we are going to be talking about the inflation announcement and why the markets went up, down, and then went up again, and whether there's anything to worry about. There's also a massive story or massive event that's happening on Monday, and you need to prepare yourself for what may happen on Monday. Super important that you prepare yourself for what's going to happen on Monday. And then don't forget that this is Friday, and on Fridays we're starting to do call-in shows, so you will be able to call in. We'll drop the link. People will be able to call in, and we can talk about your portfolios, we can talk about tokens that you want to talk about, and generally just have a Friday of banter. That's what we're going to be doing today. Also, don't forget, but don't tell anyone that tomorrow is Freddy's birthday. Do not forget tomorrow, but don't tell anyone. He doesn't want anyone to know he's turning 45. So just don't tell anyone that Freddy is turning 45 tomorrow, and that it is his birthday. So wish him happy birthday. On a serious note, it's his first birthday without his dad. He lost his dad to COVID. It's his first birthday without his dad. So send him some love, send him some support, send our Freddy the man some love. Okay, I think now it's also official. You can tell everyone, cat's out the bag. Yes, we are giving away 1 Bitcoin. So all you need to do, it's a full Bitcoin. We've been negotiating with KuCoin to give away a full Bitcoin. We're giving away a full Bitcoin. If you want that Bitcoin, all you need to do is open a crypto account on KuCoin using the Crypto Banter referral link, which is below, or you can just scan this QR code that's on your screen. Scan the 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 QR code that's on your screen, and then you can win the free Bitcoin. Just open an account. I'm not asking you to trade. I'm not asking you to do leverage. I'm just saying open an account. That's it. All right, let's go. Let's talk about the numbers. Let's talk about the inflation numbers. The inflation numbers were absolutely appalling yesterday, 7.5%. If you want to see visually what that looks like, the last time we had this was 40 years ago. 40 years ago, we had inflation at 7.5%. We're back there. We're back at inflation at 7.5%. And the market initially responded quite badly. To the inflation numbers. And we saw that yesterday with the NASDAQ. So let's go to the 4-hour chart, which will just make it very simple for us. So initially, the market went all the way down, as you can see. And then the market started to recover. And then the market went down again. So why is it that this happened? What happened? What is it that took the market down, then up again, and then back down again? Well, that is because there was an announcement made by the Fed yesterday that they were going to have an emergency, or what they call an expedited closed board meeting on Monday, which is Valentine's Day, the 14th of Feb. I don't think that they're meeting to exchange Valentine's Day cards. So I don't think that like Powell goes to Janet Yellen and like he gives her a chocolate, she gives him. I don't think that's the purpose of the meeting. In fact, if you read what this meeting is about, it's happening on Monday, 11:30 a.m., and they are talking about matters to be considered, review and determination by the Board of Governors of the advance and discount rates to be charged by the federal banks. So basically what they're doing is they're talking about interest rates. And the speculation is that the Fed is going to do an emergency interest rate hike. Yes, exactly that. The Fed is going to do an emergency interest rate hikes. Now, look, if you're confused, I don't blame you, because I'm also confused, because everyone's confused, because it seems like the Fed is also confused. They had their January meeting 2 weeks ago, and 2 weeks ago in the January meeting, they kept rates unchanged. Did they not know? Did no one know that inflation was going to come in above expectation? Did no one guess that if you pump 40% of more US dollars into the market, that the numbers would continue to go up? That if energy prices are the highest that they've ever been, that the number would continue to go up? Did no one anticipate this? That now the Fed has to call an emergency meeting in the middle of February on Valentine's Day of all days, to talk about increasing interest rates. And that's what the market's worried about. The market's worried about the fact that maybe on Monday, the Fed will do an emergency increase in interest rates. It's not the first time this has happened. In fact, in 2008, the Fed met and they did an emergency decrease in interest rates using one of these emergency or expedited meetings. And that's exactly what everybody's worried about now. That's why the markets went down and then up and then down again. That's why the markets went down, up, and down again. But now the markets have kind of brushed this off again, and Bitcoin has also brushed this off again. And we're kind of like, in fact, we're 1% or 0.3% higher than we were yesterday, because the market has basically priced in the interest rate hikes. You can see the market's priced in the interest rate hikes. In fact, Goldman Sachs is now saying that they expect 7 consecutive interest rate hikes of 25 basis points. Remember, 2 weeks ago, people were talking about 4 interest rate hikes. Now people are talking about 7 interest rate hikes. 7 interest rate hikes. Yeah, it's high, Freddy. It's high. It's a serious thing. It's a serious thing. After the CPI announcement yesterday, the probability of a 50 basis point rate hike went up 24%. Went up from 24%. Sorry, went up to 88.9%. And that is up from 24% yesterday and 7% a month ago. So the market is now saying, look, this is a serious thing. These inflation numbers are a serious thing, and the market is now really pricing in the fact that the Fed's going to increase rates by 0.5% in March, maybe 7 times this year, and maybe even have an emergency meeting now. And increase it with the emergency meeting. But you know what? I'll tell you what. The market's not stressing. The NASDAQ is pretty much flat. In fact, you can see that it recovered a lot from the highs. Bitcoin is pretty much 45,600. And the market's not even stressing. Not only is the market not even stressing, but retail investors, this is from JP Morgan, they said that yesterday, retail investors bought $1.7 billion worth of stocks. It's the highest amount on record. So no one's panicking. No one's panicking about the fact that the Fed is going to increase rates. I think the market has pretty much discounted the fact that the Fed has absolutely no control of the economy. And not only do they not have any control of the economy, but they are so behind the tide. They are so behind the times that it's actually embarrassing. I picked up these quotes from Bullard, who's from the Fed. He says, this is on the 1st of February. He said, Fed's Bullard does not think that a 0.5 point rate hike really helps us. And then 9 days later, Fed's Bullard calls for big hike in interest rates. The Fed is going to start pumping interest rates. And retail investors don't care. They're saying, look, regardless of whether the Fed's hiking rates or not, inflation is historical. The problem was caused historically. It was caused in the previous cycle. Remember, I showed this to you guys yesterday. And I said to you, the inflation narrative is actually the narrative from the previous cycle. It's the narrative that took us all the way down from here to here. That's the inflation narrative. But when we broke out of it, the whole narrative has changed. And so the market's basically agreeing with us here, and they're saying, look, even though the inflation numbers are high, and we're now factoring in that there's going to be a 50 basis point increase in March, and maybe even before that, maybe even as soon as Monday, we don't really care, because that is part of the old cycle. That is part of the old cycle. This whole inflation narrative is actually part of the old cycle. And to make matters worse, to show how incompetent and how panicked the Fed is, they are talking about an emergency meeting to increase rates. Get this for stupidity, okay? I just studied like 1 year of economics, and even I know better than this. They are increasing interest rates, or they're talking about an emergency meeting to increase interest rates, but at the same time, they still putting money into the economy. They haven't stopped buying US bonds and putting money into the economy. So inflation's at a 40-year high, and the Fed is still buying bonds. Their balance sheet hits another record of 8.78 trillion. So their balance sheet keeps increasing. That means they're putting more money into the economy, literally throwing fuel on the inflation fire. So these are the guys, these are people that put money into the economy, then wonder why they're getting 7.5% inflation, then call an emergency meeting on Monday to potentially increase interest rates and potentially even increase them by 0.5%. We'll know that on Monday, on Valentine's Day. But at the same time, we're going to keep putting money into the economy. I don't know, Fred, maybe you know why this is happening. Maybe you can shed some light. Man. All right, let's carry on. Let's look at it. So that's what's happening with the Fed. Retail investors are absolutely brushing this off. And you know why retail investors are actually absolutely brushing this off? Because when in periods of high inflation, and you can see this previously, in between 1977 and 1980, CPI rose from 5 to 14%. Consumer inflation rose from 5 to 14%. The Fed raised rates aggressively from 6% to 20% between 1977 to 1980. The S&P 500 rallied up the whole time, up 275% from 1978 to the 1987 crash. So the truth is, people are saying in your comments, the truth is that while everyone is acknowledging this inflation problem, and they are acknowledging the fact that interest rates are going to go up, that doesn't mean that the economy stops growing. In fact, traditionally, historically, when the interest rates have gone up, the markets have actually gone up. When inflation has gone up, the markets have actually gone up pretty much accordingly, pretty much at the same time. So retail investors are saying, great, we've now factored in the fact that the worst. We factored in potentially an emergency rate hike on Monday. We factored in 6 other rate hikes this year. Let's keep the show on the road. Inflation's a historical narrative. That's what's happening. Now imagine that you are a pension fund manager. Imagine that you are a normal fund manager. Imagine that you're a retail investor. And now you've got to beat this inflation narrative. What do? Where do you put money to beat this inflation narrative? Where can you put money today to beat the inflation narrative, to get a return of over 7.5%? You can invest in the stock markets that are very, very close to all-time highs. There is a great investment that I want to show you guys that you can make as well. You might not get exactly the returns that you want.
Reported recently is actually in Bitcoin.
So let me show you this investment over here first. So if you're a pension fund or if you're a retail investor, you can invest your money here, Bank of America. You can invest it here. And if you are their Diamond Honors customer, which means that you would have had to bank with them and have a lot of money in your account, you will be getting an APY of 0.04%.
Ooh.
With an inflation number of 7.5%. If you put your money into Bank of America today, you can get 0.01% if you've got less than 2,500. And if you're a Diamond Honors member, which I don't know what you have to do to become a Diamond Honors member, you can get an APY of 0.04%. So as an investor, where do you go to get yield? Where do you go? You can put your money into US government bonds. The rate that you'll get is about 2%. Where do you get yield to beat inflation? Exactly. There is only one place in the world that you can go right now and you can get a return that's bigger than inflation. And that is crypto. Because not only, I mean, this tweet is quite profound. It says, I think Bitcoin is probably a 35% to make 5x trade, 35% probability to make 5x trade long term. Hard to pass up when you have to beat 7.5% annual inflation. If you're a pension or an endowment or a sovereign fund, 60-40, or what do you do here? So basically he's saying, look, they're going to have to migrate to slightly riskier assets to try and get the same returns. And when they do that, they will come to crypto. And when they come to crypto, they've got two avenues that they can go into. The one thing is they can invest in crypto, Bitcoin, the inflation hedge, the crypto assets, growth stocks. The second place that they can go to is they can go into DeFi. And that's what I think is about to happen. I think we're about to see a massive explosion into DeFi. Chris Boniski agrees with me. He said, with CPI at 7.5% and many stable coins earning 8%, crypto is the only place keeping consumer afloat. Everything else is getting wrecked. And pension fund managers are going to realize that. They're going to realize very soon that they may as well take some of their money and put the money into DeFi because that's where they're going to get the best results. And we're starting to see it. We're starting to see that right now there is 2.23 trillion of USD in circulation. Okay, and so you've got $165 billion in stable coins today. Top 5 stable coins represent 7.5% of USD in circulation. And there will be a move from USD into stable coins because that is where where you can get yield. It's the only place in the world today where you can get returns of 7.5%. If you go to Anchor Protocol, you can get 20%. If you go to Lido, in fact, this is why I love the Crypto Banter website. If you go to the Crypto Banter website, there's going to be an article dropping today about where you can place your stables, right? When is that article going to drop?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. So Fred says in 20 minutes, there'll be an article about where you can invest to beat inflation. Yeah, where you can invest to beat inflation. So that is what I think is going to happen. I think that what's going to happen is, regardless of what happens with the markets, I think there's a lot of money going to flow into DeFi because people are going to start looking to beat inflation. Retail investors, pension fund investors, traditional fund managers, they're all going to say to themselves, look, there's only one place right now where we can invest relatively safely and still beat inflation. And that's crypto and that's DeFi. That's pretty much it. It's pretty much as simple as that. Position yourself accordingly. Start buying the tokens that you think are going to perform well when the money comes in. Tokens like Luna, because more UST is going to be printed. Because remember, they recapitalized Anchor Protocol yesterday. I don't know if it's already been recapitalized, but I know the proposal was approved. Let's have a look here. The proposal was approved. I don't think it's recapitalized yet, is it?
I just think it's funny that DeFi is going to be the gateway to the Bitcoin holders, not Bitcoin, the gateway to DeFi.
So we can't hear you. Maybe just join us on the stream.
No, I was...
Hang on, here we go. I was just saying it's funny how the tables have turned, because I'd say up until about 2 months ago, or up until now, Bitcoin has historically been the gateway into crypto. And what's happening on this flip is that DeFi is now becoming the gateway to crypto and essentially the gateway to new institutional Bitcoin holders.
I think I agree with you. I think it's amazing that DeFi is actually going to be powering crypto adoption. NFTs are doing crypto adoption. I think when pension fund managers hear stories like this from people that they know, billionaires that they know, when they hear stories like this, I mean, listen to this.
Well, it was reported maybe misleadingly.
This was reported recently is actually in Bitcoin.
Well, it was reported maybe misleadingly because it's reported that I put half of my net worth in it, and that certainly didn't happen. What happened was I put a few percent of my net worth in it a long time ago, and it grew to be half of my net worth. Now it's less than that because it's down in half since since November. But no, it's still a very big position. It's very early days in that entire space. The KPMG, the big Canadian accounting firm, announcing that they're putting Bitcoin and Ether on their balance sheet the other day was, I thought, very, very big, because obviously they're plugged into all kinds of companies, and KPMG over here is as well. And so that validates to a certain extent in ways that MicroStrategy's balance sheet stuff does not, that this is a potential for diversified portfolio. I think also you're going to see a lot of adoption among foundations and endowments and institutions this year, and that's going to continue. So, yeah, the interesting thing about Bitcoin, then I'll be quiet on that, because I could go on like Fidel Castro on this for a long time. but so Bitcoin, in one sense, it has no intrinsic value. That's correct. Or it has a moderate intrinsic value because it is a giant database, and databases have value. But the value of it is similar to the value of a collectible, a Honus Wagner baseball card, a Picasso painting. It's not in the materials and the construction. It's in what if people think it should be part of their portfolio. And that's on one side of it. It's like an insurance policy. Your insurance policies have no intrinsic value. In fact, you want them to have no intrinsic value. You don't want to have your house burned down or get in a terrible accident, but you pay for insurance every year in case that happens. And Bitcoin is insurance against financial, catastrophe, as we see in Lebanon or in Afghanistan or in
You see, so when the pension fund managers and others who see a guy like Bill Miller, who's one of theirs, doubling his net worth or investing 1% of his wealth and then making that into 50% of his wealth, well, those are the stories that they need to hear. And that's what's going to keep bringing them into crypto. So I think position yourself for a massive DeFi summer. I think position yourself for the next narrative in this cycle. And I think that the narrative here is going to be something around DeFi, which is why I said to you guys here that we need to start taking some bets. And I said to you guys, I'm comfortable to take bets on DEXs and layer ones, because I think that there's going to be a DeFi narrative. And if there is a DeFi narrative, well, then I think those are the ones that are going to benefit from it. Are you positioned ready for a DeFi narrative, Freddy?
I'm as long as the Nile River.
You're as long as the Nile River, bro. Freddy's as long as the Nile River. Alrighty, what else, bro? We need to give away some NFTs. Also have Hustle here today, so we can do call in. Maybe you can share the link now. Banter fan can call in. It's Friday. We can chat, talk about your portfolios, talk about what to buy, what to sell. Hustle, maybe we can do a quick race. Maybe we can race one of our horses or something just before we get into the call-ins.
Yeah, funny thing, I'm multitasking right now in front of me, so I got a couple play to earn games, but we're in a race right now on the laptop, literally. So yeah, I've just been kind of chilling in the background, just kind of racing. But I'll pull it on the desktop here in just a second after this race.
All right, amazing. Guys, if you want to call in, the link is on my Twitter. It's also in the description link below. It's a StreamYard link. Call in. Let's talk about your portfolios. Let's make the calls quick and snappy. So we love you guys a lot, but let's make the calls absolutely quick and snappy. Before that, I wanted to show you guys what we're giving away. The first thing that we're giving away today, the link to call in is on my Twitter @CryptoManRun. It is also on. Okay, there we go. I can see the studio is full because you degens have completely destroyed the studio again. All right, so first of all, we are giving away a Stepin NFT. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know what a Stepin NFT. Freddy, just show the Stepin shoe that we're giving away. No, not that one. There we go. Okay, so this is Stepin, and that's an NFT of a shoe. And if you buy the NFT of the shoe, okay, if you get this NFT of the shoe, by the way, I bought this NFT. I paid about 7 Solana for it. I paid 7 Sol for this shoe, okay? And I'm giving it away, so it's worth 7 Sol. How it works is, Stepin it's an app that you put onto your phone, and effectively it rewards you for walking. It rewards you for moving, for walking or for running. It's as simple as that. So if you have a shoe, if you own a shoe, and you walk, it encourages you to keep walking, to walk or to run, to keep moving. Then you get money for walking. And some people we spoke to people who are making $200 a day just from walking. So that's it. So if you're running, or if you've got a busy day or whatever, you buy the NFT, you walk, you earn money. Okay. And I actually think if you look at this is a very cool shoe. This is a very cool shoe. So you buy the NFT, you download the app, put it onto your phone, and then just walk. Just do what you do, and you earn money just for walking. And the whole idea here is to get people more active. I must say, we are investors in Stepin. I think it is an amazing, amazing, amazing product because it's taking health and wellness to the next level. You literally are incentivized to keep walking. There's nothing else here. Just keep walking, keep walking, and you'll earn money. It's like walk to earn. Move to earn. That's what it's called. Move to earn. Also, don't forget that we're giving away. I hate the thought, but I'm giving away this guy. This is the monkey. We're giving away 3 of these NFTs. I'm giving 2 of them away on the website. Comment in any of the stories on the website. Any story on the website, read the article, give us a comment about the article. Any article you want on the website. That's where I'm giving away the step-in shoe. That's where I'm giving away yesterday's Monkey Ball NFT. Today's Monkey Ball NFT, I'm giving 1 to a caller that comes onto the stream, the caller with the best conversation that comes onto the stream, and 1 I'm going to give away to the YouTube comments later YouTube comments. Okay, that way I know that everyone's a subscriber. Cool. Let's do this. Let's see if Hustle's ready to race. Otherwise, let's get some calls on the road.
I'll throw us up a race real quick. Let me sign in my wallet and I'll share my screen as one of the stables. But yeah, right, bring someone in as we're loading.
All right, while Hustle's doing this, I want to show you something. Remember, we said that we wanted to trade this KuCoin portfolio out. So the KuCoin portfolio is currently sitting at 37,000. It started at 50,000 and it's gone down to 37,000, which is quite good because this gives us an opportunity to show you guys how to trade your way out of these situations. And now with a slight pullback in Bitcoin, I'm hoping a little bit more of a pullback happens, and then we can ape into tokens that are listed onto KuCoin. But I don't know if you guys remember, we had a problem. The problem is that there were a whole lot of tokens that we wanted to buy that weren't listed on KuCoin, and we didn't know how to show you guys how to show you guys that we're buying them and where we're storing them. Okay, so I've got a solution. I've got a solve. The solve is one of the sponsors of the show. It's called CoinStats. This is a system which allows you to link all your wallets and all your exchanges onto one place. So you see what I've done here is I've linked the Crypto Banter KuCoin account, and I've linked an empty, right now it's an empty MetaMask account. And you can actually see all your portfolio holdings, all the portfolio holdings across all your accounts in one place. Now, I don't know how many accounts you guys have got, and if you ever want a place to see all your accounts and all your exchanges in one place, if you do, go down to the description link below. There's a link for CoinStats. You know how much it costs? I'll tell you how much it costs. It's so expensive. It's horribly expensive, but it's probably worth it. It's really, really, really expensive. It costs the same as a cup of coffee. It costs $5 a month. That's it. $5 a month. You get the service. You get this service. And the service allows you to look at all your wallets in one place on one day. That's it. So you can link your Binance account, your KuCoin account. Have a look at this. Any exchange, any wallet, you can link, and you can see all your assets in one place, which for me is a big thing. Now, I'm going to start using that when we trade the KuCoin portfolio and a MetaMask, at the same time. So if you want that service, click on the referral link below. It costs $5 a month. If you can afford $5, do it. If you can't afford $5, don't do it. I mean, rather buy coffee or buy Avo toast.
Buy Avo toast.
Well, Mr. Wonderful says the reason why millennials aren't making money is because they eat Avo out. That's the problem.
Yeah, it makes sense. You could just do it at home. It's very easy, very, very cheap. But yeah, let me load into a new race because whenever you do these sponsorships, I got a delay and it says find another match. So I'm signing again.
Find a match. Share your screen. Find a match.
All right, I got you. Finding a match.
All right, let's go. Let's go. We need to get the show on the road. We want to get a race. We need to win this race. Yesterday we won $18.
That's the goal. That's the goal, at least. We'll see. It's all random at the end.
Who are we racing? Are we racing Ash again?
We can definitely race Ash again. Ash came through in the clutch yesterday, you know?
Yeah, but I mean, he must be tired now. He's
it's just she actually, and she's had a full night to recover. So she's had a full night to recover here. All right.
People are saying stop horsing around here, bro.
No, we're not horsing around. We're just prepping up the stables here, getting the hooves ready to get into action. We don't know what surface we're getting into here. You got to be ready. All right, stables filling up quick.
Let's
hope we don't get smoked.
What number are we? Are we number 3?
We're in the 3 hole here. Yeah,
we're in the 3 hole. Okay.
Let's hope Ash delivers for the second day in a row.
Never.
Yeah, I doubt it. You know, if there was 2 wins back-to-back days, it would almost be like someone from Pegaxy's watching.
All right, here we go.
Good start.
We're not doing so well.
No, not a good start.
We lost.
Well,
We're not even in this race, bro.
Yeah, we're in last now. We're basically in last place now. That's what I said. It's all random, like at the end of the day.
I mean, we don't
go.
even feature on the screen. We're so far behind, we don't even feature on the screen.
See, we're in like a leg at 8 horses right here, though. I'm curious if we can get a little.
But it's not the end. It's not the end until it's the end. It's not the end until it's in. I mean.
Those 3 up there are absolutely smoking everybody, though. But this is the thing with the game. It's all random. So every, 4 to 5 out of 25 races, you're gonna win. So you can make like $100 a day racing your horses.
I think it's time to sell Ash, bro. I think it's time to sell Ash. I think it's time to. I mean, it's time to let Ash go. I think it's time to let Ash go.
Definitely not. Ash is a good horse.
Super disappointing performance by Ash. Super disappointing. Super.
Hey, so on the 3 performances now on your show, it was a 1st, a 3rd, and an 11th. So give her some slack.
Alrighty. All right, let's get into the calls. Let's speak to the Banter fam. Let's start off with Samir. Samir, how are you, my friend?
Hi, I'm good, and you?
Good, bro. Tell me what's up. Tell me what you're thinking about.
Yeah, I met you guys at the Miami event, so it was quite cool to meet you today.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your crypto questions, guys. Let's talk about crypto questions just so we get the speed fast here.
Yeah. So basically, my question is, I'm building a blockchain at the moment. So what I want to know is basically I'm using Ethereum, but I'm thinking of Cosmos as well. So I want your views on Cosmos versus Ethereum.
Well, it depends what your blockchain needs to do. I mean, what you say you're building a blockchain. If you're building a blockchain, then Ethereum is usually not the right place. Ethereum itself is a blockchain, right? Cosmos is an interoperability hub for multiple blockchains. So it's a completely different use case.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, what's your view on the potential of Ethereum versus Cosmos?
I love Cosmos. I think Cosmos is amazing. I think connecting blockchains is absolutely amazing. I think that the tokenomics of the Atom are not as good as the technology behind Cosmos itself. I love Ethereum, but I think Ethereum's got a few problems. So for me, if I were to put money on one or the other, and I mean, I like risk, I'd put more money onto Cosmos because I think there's more upside. But if you want safer investments, then I think you should go into Ethereum.
Okay, cool.
All right, let's get Miguel. Miguel, how are you?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's on your mind, bro? What's on your mind? What's in your portfolio? What can we help you with?
Hey, it's nice to meet you guys. And calling from Colombia, Medellin, Colombia. I love the show, and I wanted to run by you guys real quick. This idea I've been having lately. All my portfolios down. I followed the Solana narrative. I got all kinds of Solana coins following you guys. And I also got the worst entry on Moonriver. So I was wondering what you guys think if I turn all the Solana coins into a better entry into Moonriver and just let that ride, or just stick to all the plays in the Solana ecosystem.
So turning all the Solana coins into Moonriver is a very shit idea. It's where I am now. It is 4:45 on a Friday afternoon, and definitely that's the shittest idea I've heard all day. So I mean, that's the shittest idea that I've heard all day, basically. And it's quite late. I mean, it's actually quite late in the day. So that must mean it's a really shit idea. The reason why I say that is Moonriver is as yet untested. We like Moonriver as a bet. We like Moonriver as a bet, but we like the Solana ecosystem way more. The Solana ecosystem already has a lot of adoption. People are building on Solana, and Moonriver is still in the very early phases. So to take money from an ecosystem that has network effect and to move it to an ecosystem that doesn't have network effect, it's definitely the most stupid idea I've heard today. Yeah, I mean, that's...
Okay, I hear you. And hey, remember me, man. I need that NFT. I really need that NFT.
Alrighty. Well, write down his name. Maybe we'll give it to Miguel for the most the winner of the most stupid idea all day, Miguel. Love you, bro. Thanks for watching. Love you, bro. Don't take it too personally. All right, Mitel, tell me what you're laughing, bro. You also think it's a stupid idea. We can't hear you. Oh, why is he muted?
Unmuted.
Oh, he needs to be. You need to unmute.
Yeah. Hi. I was just laughing because the things were about Moore. It was stupidest idea I have ever heard, actually.
Oh, okay. Ever is a long time. Ever's a long time.
Yeah. I want to ask about 2-ohm finance and 3-ohm finance. Like, nobody's talking about them. Like, what's going on?
All righty, let's talk about. I'm going to mute you because I can hear myself coming through. So 2-ohm and 3-ohm are forks of Tomb Finance. So let me actually show you guys exactly what a fork is and exactly how it looks. Let me actually just I'm trying to get onto the website so that you guys can see all of this. Just makes it a lot easier. Okay. So 2-ohm, 3-ohm, Tomb are all effectively a game. It's play to earn for grown-ups. That's pretty much what 2-ohm and 3-ohm are. It's play to earn for grown-ups. Okay. How does it work? Pretty simple. You go to Tomb Finance. Tomb Finance maintains its peg to Phantom. So you see right now Tomb Finance is trading at 218, which is exactly the price of a Phantom. For as long as the peg is over, people that own T shares are earning a yield, and the yields are insanely high. In fact, if you look at I need to plug in a wallet. Let me see if I can plug in a wallet on this laptop. I don't think I've got a wallet on this laptop, but let's have a look. Let's have a look here, see if I can do it. So anyway, it won't let me plug in. So basically, people that are playing these games around stablecoins. Now, there are forks. Now, a fork is effectively when someone takes the same code and creates exactly the same product. So if you look at 2-ohm, so that's 2-ohm, and you look at Tomb, they look very much the same. In fact, it's exactly the same game. Just run by a different set of actors with different APY. Here are my thoughts about this. These things are all fun until something goes wrong. And when something goes wrong and the product loses its peg, you want to have a strong backing behind it. Now, we know who's behind Tomb Finance. That's Harry. We know that the returns in Tomb may not be exactly as good as the returns in 2-ohm and 3-ohm, but we also know that if something goes wrong, there's a good backstop. We don't know who's behind 2-ohm and 3-ohm and how much backing they've got to keep supporting their token if something goes wrong. We don't know that. Although we do know that Harry is now supporting them. Okay, so that's where it is. And next week, we're going to bring Harry onto the show with us, and he's going to tell us about 2-ohm and 3-ohm. In the meantime, to be very honest, my money is in Tomb. It's not in 2-ohm and 3-ohm. And I'll show you why. Right now, a 2-ohm is trading at $3.80. But it's supposed to be pegged to Phantom, which is trading at $2.18. So logically, I know that this is going to come down, that this price is going to come down, because eventually it's going to be pegged to Phantom, right? So right now, this is overpriced. If this is overpriced, the 2 share and the 3 share are also overpriced. So I'm staying out of this. I'm staying out of this until the peg goes down to the bottom. And even then, to be honest, I'm happy to keep playing Tomb because I know who's behind it. I know the financial backing of the people behind it. Is that good for you? Does that answer your question?
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for it.
All right, thank you, buddy. Let's go to Rav. Rav, welcome, buddy.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, bro. What's on your mind?
Bro, first of all, I want to say, if Crypto Banter was a Bible, you are the Jesus Christ.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, well, I'm flattered, but I don't want you guys to crucify me.
No, we would never do that. Otherwise, we'll be all poor. First of all, I would say, when I was learning about crypto, I was doing all sorts of research. I came across this crypto guru, Big Boy. Oh man, I've lost so much money following his tips. I don't know. Maybe I didn't know about crypto a lot anyways. And then I started watching your show. The first investment I made was for MonkeyBall, and man, that went 100x. And
Holy
after
moly.
that, I just watched. Oh,
Did you sell? Did you sell at 100x?
I haven't. No.
Okay, but then you're not at 100x. Then you're at like 50.
No, but it's just the way it went up. So they just gave me a bit of a hope. Yes, there is money to be made. And then I started buying all Solana coins, and I started watching the shows about Star Launch. So I started investing in every single idea they've been doing. There's one coming up, I think tomorrow. Plutonian. Maybe if you can tell us a little bit about that one, because we don't completely understand that one.
So to be honest, I haven't followed Plutonian. I don't think we're invested in it. We may participate in the IDO just because that's what we do. We may, because we own Star Launch, we participate in IDOs, but we're not really invested in that one. So we're not really invested in it. Anyway, listen, we're going to move on. Unless you have a very pressing question.
I've got one more. Sunny, if you can just tell us a little bit about Sunny.
Hold it. We spoke about it last week. Hold it. Wait for the Solana ecosystem to recover. You'll be good. You'll be good. Yeah. All right, we have one more here. He looks like the bear market's done him, beaten him up pretty bad. I mean, bro, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going, Ren?
Good. What's up?
Hey, man, love from New York. So I have one question. Yeah, listen, I have everything about everything. I just need to know if I should invest in ETH or Bitcoin. I literally don't have none of either one.
I mean, the answer generally would be to have some ETH and some Bitcoin. But I mean, it depends on your risk profile. If you're a true degen, maybe not. But I think you should have a balanced portfolio. I've got about, of our total portfolio, I've got about, I would say probably 35 to 40% is in ETH and Bitcoin, and the rest is in much more speculative assets. I think that it depends on your risk profile.
I mean, I don't really care about the risk. I just want to hold for long term.
The safest bets are Bitcoin and Ethereum, and as you work your way down, they get more risky, and you can make more returns. I think now, and Hustle will agree with me here, the best bet in crypto right now is the metaverses.
Yeah,
I got Metaverse. One more thing, Rand. I'm going to email you guys because I want to be the first person to get engaged on your show at the end of the year, okay? I'm definitely going to hit you guys up about that.
Does your future ex-wife know about this?
No, she's not into crypto at all, but I'm trying to get her into it.
All righty, man.
Take care, man. Have a good one.
Let's get some gaming questions. I want to talk metaverse and gaming. Let's have some fun and talk. Tamur, no, but we can't bring Tamur on every week, bro. Shounobi, hey, buddy.
Hello. How's it going?
Good. Where you from?
I'm from the UK, Bristol in the UK.
Awesome. What's on your mind?
Metaverse all the way. I've got some sandbox, trying to get some mana, but it needs to come down a bit first. I was just wondering, though, what your views on Titano might be to start off with.
Hustle, do you know Titano?
Is this
Titano, it's a DeFi project.
Oh, okay.
I don't know it. Haven't been following it. Let's have it. What's the token symbol?
It is just TITANO.
TOTANO.
TITANO.
Wait, Titano. Okay, let's have a look at it. Let's do a full deep dive in 2 seconds. Titano, let's look at it. Don't have a clue what they do. They've got a total supply of 4 billion tokens. 4 billion tokens. Market cap is fully diluted $700 million. What do they actually do?
Well, basically, I put a very small investment into it. They claim to be the only self-staking coin, but I think the return at the moment is about the best auto staking. There you go. It works at about 1.9% a day, but I don't know how sustainable that is. Bearing in mind your recent comment on projects that can't sustain themselves. I did invest a bit into time.
I don't know it. I don't know this project. I will do some research for you before next week, but I don't know the project, so I don't want to make a comment. But generally, when someone's promising you 1.9% a day, I don't know. It just sounds a little bit too good to be true for me.
Yeah, same here.
All right, let's
give it a try. One other question was, do you have any plans to put any mining shows up purely based on mining?
No, we don't at the moment. In fact, I think we've already got 4 shows which are very big. We've got gaming, DeFi, charting, and fundamentals. But maybe next year. This year, I think we're going to keep it at 4 shows for now, and let the market get used to 4 shows, and we'll do something else after that.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Keep up the good work.
Great. You see the KuCoin logo, the QR code is up there. That is if you want to open an account and you want to stand a chance to win that 1 full Bitcoin, 1 lucky person that opens an account. Don't have to fund it, you don't have to trade, just open an account. You open an account, you stand a chance to win a full Bitcoin. Just scan. Just scan. And just remember, when you go to KuCoin, there's no KYC. So you don't have to do KYC up until like large amounts of withdrawals. And that's kind of like why we like it. All right, Derik, welcome, bro. What's on your mind? Oh, we lost Derik. Okay, cool. Harry, what's on your mind, bro?
Hey, man. I've been following you right since the start, since the old studio days. I'm pretty happy with my portfolio. Big metaverse plays, Mutable, Render. What else have I got? A lot of Phantasma Soul I'm big on. But one project I don't think I've ever heard you talk about, and it's my biggest bag, is LUKSO. What do you think?
Hustle, what do you think?
LUKSO. What's the ticker?
LYXE. Created by Fabian Vogelsteller, who came up with ERC20 protocol, Ethereum OG. Mainnet launches probably Q2 this year. It's all about the digital creative economy.
So to be honest, I've heard about it. I haven't done a deep dive into it. I haven't spoken about it. But again, you're talking about this 20,000 token out there. Maybe this is one we should be looking at. I have heard about it a lot. I've just never deep dived into it.
Oh man, I'd love you to do that because
give us a week. Look, we are always looking for new places to look. So this is a great one that you've brought up to our attention. We want to expand the tokens that we cover. So LUKSO is definitely one we'll look at.
Great. Yeah.
Thank you, buddy. Man. Martens, welcome, buddy. You're live, bro.
Oh. Hi. So, speaking about stupid decisions, so I panic sold yesterday, and now I'm looking to kind of rebalance my portfolio. I'm looking at Hustle Show, deep diving into metaverse projects, strong on Wilder World, and at the moment,
why did you sell yesterday?
Looking for tips regarding the metaverse plays, because weak hands.
But no, I think we need to dig a little bit deeper. So when you say weak hands,
I don't know if you heard what I just said. Yeah, I'm kind of lagging. So yesterday I got shaken out by my weak hands. I sold the Bitcoin dip on the CPI news, and now I'm looking to rebalance.
Okay. Can you hear me? Just give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, he's not hearing me. It's very delayed. So I think the idea is, Hustle, what do you think in terms of buying back into metaverse?
Because of the weekends.
Honestly, if you're looking to buy back into gaming, I would look at the top couple of projects that I've isolated quite a bit, like Ultra. Ultra hasn't really made its run yet. It's about $1.20 range right now. They have a big partnership in the works that when they announce it, it'll definitely set off some price action. They're not on Binance or Coinbase. They have a lot coming as far as their project. You're betting on 25 games instead of 1 game with that, for example. So like Ultra, for example.
The delay is awful.
Yeah, of course.
Well, Hustle, you carry on. Just give the answer. So Ultra, what else would you be looking at?
Ultra, Vulcan Forged, Super Farm, Phantasma would be like the 4 projects right now that I think are still very, very undervalued. Very, very undervalued.
You know what? For me, the problem is much bigger than that. For me, the problem is you got to find out, why did the guy sell yesterday? So you got to ask yourself, like, logically, why did a guy sell yesterday on inflation? If a guy sold yesterday on inflation, he effectively sold on historical news. He sold on historical news, and he sold in a dip, which wasn't actually much of a dip. Like, the dip was from a high of 46 and I think it went down to 43. That's not much of a dip. Now, if someone's selling on a 5, 6%, 7% dip on Bitcoin, then you got to ask yourself the question, why? It typically would mean that the person's overinvested. It typically would mean that the person's overinvested, or it means the person doesn't have conviction. Because if you have conviction, you don't get shaken out by 5, 6, 7% dips. Not in crypto. Not in crypto. That's the big problem for me. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone at certain points gets a little, at some point in your crypto tenure, you always get a little shaken out sometimes. So, I get it. But at the end of the day, if you have conviction, nothing's changed on any of these, top projects or top protocols. So if you have the conviction, yeah.
You got to learn to ride the cycle. He's not a cyclist. He's not a cyclist. If he was a cyclist, he'd know that we've just broken out again and we're starting to cycle up. That's not the time to be selling. That's not time to be selling either.
That's why he's here. We're trying to learn how to play the cycles, right? We don't want to end up like Lance Armstrong, right? Well, we want to keep it going.
All righty, Steven, what's up, bro?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up? You mind?
Yeah, quick question for Tbonds. So I purchased some Tbonds the other day, and I see it keeps going over peg, under peg, over peg, under peg, and I'm wondering how long I should be keeping them, because now I'm wondering if I should put them back into the tomb or keep it as Tbonds for now.
So Tbonds, the longer you hold them and the higher they are against the higher the peg is, the more you get in return for your Tbonds, right? So if the peg of tomb goes higher, goes to 1.1, 1.07, then that's the return that's when it's better to sell. I wouldn't sell when the peg's 1 to 1. If you believe in the project, wait for the price to go slightly higher. If you don't believe in the project, well, then get out now. It depends on your conviction in the project.
No, I love the project. I was just wondering if I was better to keep Tbonds or put it back into farming. Because now it seems like it's not doing anything right now.
It depends. Yeah, but that's when the market catches you out. When it doesn't do anything and it does do something. You know what I mean? So, look, the safer bet is just to hold tomb and to keep it in the farming. That's the safest bet. That's the safer bet. But if you hold the bonds are good. The bonds are good.
Okay, thanks.
All right, buddy. Okay, let's go. Rob, what's on your mind, bro?
What's up? Hey, nice call on Amazon earnings last week.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I think it's becoming pretty obvious that the market's segmenting it into the ones that are being disrupted and the ones that aren't being disrupted. It's pretty simple to see what's going on.
Yeah, so on 3Ohm, you don't like the idea of the protocol own liquidity being automatically built into the smart contract to buy back 3Ohm when it's below peg. I know, like, the developer's been on a lot of Twitter spaces, so he's out there. And I think I like that idea of protocol own liquidity being the backstop for the peg instead of some big VC. What are your thoughts on that?
I like it. As I mentioned, I think that the 2Ohm and 3Ohm are forks, and they've slightly improved from Tomb Finance. But I think that this game is quite a complicated game. So this whole peg game is quite a complicated game to be playing. And so you want to have like a real backstop in the beginning. That said, we do know that Harry is supporting both projects now. So we'll get Harry on, I think, early next week, and he'll go through what he likes and what he doesn't like about the project. Right now, I'm not in 2Ohm and 3Ohm for a very simple reason. They ran up too quickly. They just ran up too quickly, and it was to buy something that has run up so quickly when it's not even on the peg that it's supposed to be pegging against is, I think, risky for me.
No, I agree. I think it all comes down to entry. You want to enter any of these forks or even, Tomb itself when the Ohm, 2Ohm, 3Ohm price is closest to that 1-to-1. Because I got in 2Ohm when I got in 2 shares when 2Ohm price was like 1.15 Phantom. And,
right.
That $2,000 investment's now paying $600 to $1,000 a day. Which,
yeah, that's it. That's it. But you got in early. But to get in at 380, you kind of know that this peg's going to go back to 1. You kind of know. It might take a week. It might take a month. The peg's going back to 1. So when it does,
that's the thing. It all comes down to entry. You got to enter when it's closest to the peg. There's been a couple of times 2 ohm went down to like 1.15, and that's been like the spot to get in terms of phantom price. So
exactly. Right now, though, if you look at Tomb, I do think 2 ohm and 3 ohm are great, but not at this peg. Right now, you look Tomb, the peg's at 1. Great entry point.
Right.
Yeah, great entry point. All righty, we've got time for probably 1 or 2 more calls. Let's see who we can get on and get 1 or 2 more calls. Himanshu, hey man.
Hello.
Hey, what's on your mind?
I don't want to ask anything. I just want to know your views. Actually, we are starting up a new company. Like, we have started it, but we are currently looking for investors, and it's a combination of both decentralized and centralized, as like it's both. And we are working towards like moving funds of the bank, additional funds of the bank to the blockchain world.
Okay, so look, this is not the forum for that. Let's keep this forum for talking about portfolios, investments, stuff like that. But you can mail us. You just email us. Our address is on our website, and yeah, you can mail us. All right, guys, what I want to do now is I want to give away the NFT from yesterday. We said we'd give away the NFT from yesterday. So let's go live so that you guys can see that it's not planned or anything. And let's go to the article yesterday, the NFT article. And we're going to give away the monkey. We're going to give away one of the Superball monkeys. By the way, if you haven't been to our website, it looks and feels like Twitter. It's a lot of fun. Let's just scroll. And the winner is Andreo. He said, always the best banter fam. His handle on Twitter is, let me reply to him. You are let me leave a reply. You are the winner. Okay, so that's one winner down. All right, we're going to give away one more monkey. Who are we going to give away the monkey to? We'll give away the monkey to. Let's see who we're going to give away the monkey to. Let's give the monkey to the monkey. We said we're going to give it away to one of the callers, right? All right, let's give the monkey to Rob. Rob, you get the monkey. He wins the monkey. All right, so Rob, how do we get hold of Rob? We got to get hold of Rob to give him his monkey.
Hey, and I have a gift for you as well.
Oh, okay. What is it? Is it legal or illegal?
Legal. It's the bantercapital.sol domain.
Oh, amazing. Thank you. Much honor, my friend. Just stay on the stream. We'll get your details after the stream. We'll get the details after the stream. Just stay on with us. Alrighty, and remember, if you want to win the step-in shoe, the step-to-earn shoe, just comment on the YouTube comments, and we'll find a comment, and we'll give you guys the step-in shoe. This shoe is valued at $700, and remember, when you walk, effectively, you earn just by moving. So you move, you earn. This is a walking shoe. You see, it's called a walker. It's a walker. So it's not a runner. It's for walking. You earn by walking. Remember also, if you want to win that Bitcoin, sign up to Crypto Banter, sign up to KuCoin using Crypto Banter's referral link below, or just scan here. Just scan this little the QR code. If you scan the QR code, you sign up to KuCoin. It becomes super easy. You don't have to deposit anything. You don't have to trade. You just have to open an account. We'll take the account number. We drop the Bitcoin. We'll let you know when we're dropping the full Bitcoin. But we're definitely dropping the full Bitcoin. They finally agreed. Just scan the QR code. It's as simple as that. All right, Hustler, what's happening on the gaming show later?
I'll spill a little bit of the beans. So we are going to be joined by a special guest today, CEO of Vulcan Forge, Jamie Thompson. So you don't want to miss it today. We're going to talk just play to earn gaming. We're going to talk about some of the new initiatives coming through the Vulcan ecosystem. So we'll talk all things crypto gaming. We'll talk all things Vulcan Forge. It'll be a good time. So 3 hours from now, we will have that going on the In the Game show.
All righty, guys. We'll see you guys again in 3 hours. Until then, trade well, my friends.